Welcome to our review of UMI attendance policies. I'm Matt, your UMI avatar. At UMI, dedication and commitment go hand in hand with academic achievement. Remember, regular attendance is a foundational pillar of your successful journey here. UMI's attendance policy is created with your well-being in mind. It accounts for emergencies and unforeseen circumstances, allowing absences with proper documentation and communication. A word of caution for remote learners. Having your camera on and your full presence is a must for each class. Shun any idea of participating while in motion or surrounded by distractions. UMI upholds an uncompromising stance towards absenteeism. Less than 80% class attendance could mean an attendance failure or a F grade. Worse, consecutive absences spanning more than 14 days might end your journey with UMI. During your clinical training, your attendance follows the externship sites policy and the UMI attendance policy. Failing to adhere to either policy could lead to dismissal from the site and the program. You're also required to maintain a minimum 80% rate of completion of your clinical hours. It means that at any point of your program, your total cumulative number of clinical hours completed must not be less than 80% of clinical hours expected at that point of your clinical training. The UMI academic team keeps a close eye on students' class attendance. Nonetheless, it's crucial that you take the initiative to inform us of any times you can't make it, much like the expectation at a job. When you're going to miss a lecture or laboratory session, please let your teacher know at your earliest convenience. For any clinical sessions, it's required that you inform both your clinical supervisor and the UMI clinical coordinator if you foresee being absent. Should you have to miss class for reasons that are beyond your control, you have the option to ask for such absences to be officially excused. The decision to ask for any proof lies with your teacher. The UMI compliance team, along with your teachers, frequently checks the attendance records. Should there be any mismatch between the records you and your instructor or clinical supervisor hold regarding your absences, it will be subject to further examination. It's crucial to understand that not logging your absence is considered a breach of UMI's standards for academic integrity and professional ethics. The tools you will use to report and record your absence might change over time, as UMI always looks to introduce new applications to make things easier for both students and instructors. Still, the way we track attendance remains based on common elements. Let's start by explaining the labels and criteria for reporting absences. AU stands for unauthorized absence, indicating your absence does not comply with UMI's excused criteria and/or has not been approved by your instructor or clinical supervisor. AE refers to an excused absence that satisfies the criteria and has been officially approved by your instructor or your clinical supervisor. TLE stands for tardy or leave early, meaning you arrived late to class or left before it ended, usually by 15 minutes or more. No matter which tool you're using to report your absence, these labels will be used alongside the class date for which you were absent or expect to be absent. To log your clinical hours, you'll use TrackPrac, a web application designed for this purpose. It records your hours and location by noting when you sign in and out. It's vital to sign in and out accurately at the start and end of each clinical session. Your clinical supervisor will also need to verify your presence by signing off at the end of your session. Remember, incorrect logging of your session times can lead to your clinical hours not being approved, potentially affecting your progress and status in the program. Moreover, consistently failing to log times accurately or tampering with your supervisor's verification could breach UMI's academic integrity and professional ethics policy, leading to possible expulsion from the program. Excused absences such as bereavement leave or jury duties will be considered. However, a documentation may be required to approve the excused absence. Communication is key when it comes to absences. Excused absences may allow makeup opportunities, whereas incomplete assignments could lead to incomplete grades and course failure. A leave of absence, LOA, is permissible under extraordinary circumstances. It is imperative to recognize that opting for an LOA may result in a postponement of your program's conclusion date. This postponement could extend beyond the duration of your leave due to the scheduling of classes. Moreover, failure to return on the specified date may result in expulsion from the program. UMI grants LOA for exceptionally rare and unusual cases. Commonly, when an LOA is requested, UMI advises exiting the program and reapplying once the individual has resolved their personal matters. At UMI, We are committed to supporting students facing attendance challenges. Nevertheless, persistent absenteeism, whether in academic courses or clinical participation, poses a threat to your continued enrollment in the program. Let's recap. Attendance is the brick and mortar of your success at UMI. Regular presence assures academic success, and more significantly, it guarantees you meet UMI's standards. Refer to UMI catalog for more detailed information. Always remember, the key to success here lies in your commitment and consistency. Thank you for watching.